Hello guys and welcome to another episode of Perfect World Class. Today we're talking about the Homestead. The Homestead is a feature that helps you to gain mods about some grade 17 weapon. The rest of the mods you can farm into the Uncharted Paradise, and the Homestead gives you kinda 50% or even more of the mods you need. So first of all, to enter your homestead you need to be in a safe zone. You see me here in Broken Bridge Village. Entering a safe zone to enter your homestead. To enter your homestead on that button here, just click it and then you can enter the homestead. Into the homestead you got different stuff to do. First of all, and the most important to start with, are the fragrance garden in the Uncharted Paradise. You can grow animals or seeds. All seeds and animals you grow, you get 3 cerise gem. Cerise gem are needed to make materials. There are 4 kinds of materials you can produce in the fashion gallery. The travel gallery and gold workshop and curio gallery. Like you see all the mods up here. You also can watch your materials up on the menu. You see your resources like jadestone, brocade, daily wood and crystal. Every producing building gives you a different, like brocade is given in the fashion gallery. It's the violet stuff up here. Then you see some other stuff like wood workshop. Wood workshop gives you the wood. What's this one? Then you get jadestone. What's the first one? By the travel gallery. And the curio gallery gives you the transition crystal. So you get the materials, and you also need some seduce gem to upgrade buildings. Like you've seen, you can add gems for upgrading if you don't have maxed at mine is level 10 and maxed. That's how you get an option to upgrade. Next of it is the Heavenly Creation Workshop. There you can also upgrade, like 10 is the maximum level. And you get a mastery there. The first one is a basic one. You get level 1 stuff like white wall, simple white pillar and stuff that's level 1 and available for anyone. If you open a homestead you just get level 1 stuff all over, and you need level 3 or something to take a mastery. There are 4 masteries: construction, decoration, furnishing and handcraft. I took furnishing on my sin. Here you can see some level 9 stuff. And with each level of the homestead, like level 30 is the maximum, you can raise your buildings. Like you need a special level of your homestead to get your Heavenly Creation Workshop to level 10. Mine is level 10, so I can take level 10 quests. Next of it is the Wonder Market, where you can get plants like trees and bushes or flowers, and it's the same like the Creation Workshop, just without any mastery. So the plants are always the same for everyone. The maximum level here is also 10, and you got quests for it stacked up to 10 levels. It's called the collection quest. You either got some quests with the plants or you got quests with other stuff like buildings. On buildings and stuff you can search a contractor if you don't have the mastery or stuff you need. On plants things can't be contracted, so you need to farm them by yourself. Having stuff farmed, you can make them and watch them in your codex, so you see all the stuff you got, like trees, flowers, residence, hobby, furniture. The 4 masteries including the residence, hobby and furniture stuff, while it's different parted on the other tabs like buildings, wall and door are 1 mastery. On furniture it's bed, shelf and table for the furniture mastery, and fuel lamp and interior or another mastery. Like when I click here, search contractor, you see some people selling it, but it's not my mastery. You can see handcraft level 9, that's the mastery you need. For stuff like the butterfly wardrobe, unique furnishing level 10. There you can see what mastery is needed, and if you don't have it on your character or any other character, you need to ask someone else or buy it from someone offering. The point of making these things is the prosperity. The prosperity is needed to raise your quest levels. Like you have level 10 and 9 quests here in my Homestead, while it's over 8,000 prosperity, and you need high prosperity to get this stuff. Like you get an Elysian seal for skills or making other items, you get subliming dirt for your ulti, and you get materials. You can make the grade 17 weapon materials. So it's necessary to level up your homestead, level up your buildings and gain the prosperity to have the materials you need. Because the Dragon Priest sigil is only available on the level 10 quest. If you take a level 9 quest, there isn't any. You just have the sigil of Elysium or the sigil of Nightplum. So it's absolutely necessary if you want to go 5th cast one day. You have the level 10 quest, and that's need a higher amount of prosperity. The amount of prosperity of anything you can make in the creation workshop, if it's your own or another one who's selling, or a FACmate giving you free, you see what's the common prosperity you can get, or the fine prosperity. You also see the maximum prosperity. So my actual prosperity for the butterfly wardrobe is the capacity ones from 259. That's pretty good. So other things like Forsaken Varietal Beat is only on 250, while there's 9 more possible, but it isn't that bad. Like you can also have only 130. It's even less than some level 9 stuff. Here you see some lower stuff. Level 2 for decoration is 3 to 5, or the fine protrusion is 6. So starting on a new homestead, you always get lower ones first, and you need to raise yourself, taking build up your buildings, level them, and then you can make lower stuff like level 3 stuff here, Black Flag Silver. You got. And then you can take it. Black Flag Silver is here, and you see it's 19 prosperity only because I didn't make that much of it while I tried to level my homestead fast, and it could be better, but it's not the main goal, while it can have a maximum of 26 prosperity, and in each tab, like table, you can only choose one over value valuable SS to take part for the prosperity. Like you see here, so 358 prosperity from the rosewood combination is taking part of prosperity. If I switch it down to the embroidery European stool, it's only 8 prosperity. We'll see my prosperity fall down by 350 and I will be only 79. So I valuable as this and my prosperity goes down. It doesn't affect the actual quests, but if you hold it up for the next day, you will have maybe some lower tier quests. So I switch it back to have tomorrow same level of quests like today. After farming the quest stuff, you get it in your bag. You have the sigils, you have the Elysian seals, you have the subliming dirt you need for your ulti, and on the higher quests you get also a bag. So just open the treasure and see what it is. It's just store shop or avatar stuff. So I got an avatar pack S. Let's see what it is, and B card. And you can do this daily once. You also get delivery quests, like I took mine today. You get Echo of the Ancient, what's level 10 quest for the creation workshop. Means your creation workshop is level 10 and you can take level 10 quest what requires a monster to kill either in Uncharted Paradise or FSJ. So if you have lower quests, you also have lower monsters. Like when I trash this quest now, I get another Paragon, the other was Virtuos, like you see. So it's trashed and you can't take it on the same day again and again. If you trash a Virtuos quest you took the same day, you have to take the next lower one. So I take it, and here you see the Paragon one, Century Golden Toad and FSJ. But if you go lower on, there are also some common map mobs and stuff. So next one is for plants. You also get a gardening, like searching an NPC on a location, like mysterious person on Nameless Island, and then you have to either look forward for an walking or standing other NPC. There's also a website in the net. You can see the locations of today for your server, and you get a reward of a plant. Red Spiderly is mine if I have the quest done. For the Heavenly Creation Workshop quest you get just a furniture design pack, Paragon, while it's always depending on your mastery what you get. Like you don't get handcraft stuff when you have furnishing mastery, and so it just gets a design pack. So you have to kill the boss or the mobs that are required to finish the quest. If you're done with it, you can come back to the quest log, click to complete, and if you're done you can complete the quest. On the gardening stuff, you just finish the quest, either look for the NPC that's walking or standing in the city, or you get a treasure map where you have to go to a location and the mob spawn you have to kill. And if you've done this, either finish on the NPC you have to look for, or kill the mob that spawned from the treasure map, you get directly the plant. So when you got the plant, you get back to your homestead and use it. So you can make it in your wonder market, like tree, making 2 tri-tree. And your plants are done. Looking for nature, trees, tri-tree is already on 147 now. One more to go, or either I have luck on H-Model, what is also able to become 148. That's the way how you mainly farm your stuff. Next thing to explain is the Elysian Arena. The Elysian Arena is a battle arena where you fight with your minions. You have different minions, you can level them. There's just a different number of minions from the same kind required to level it up, like the Jade Pixie needs 400 of itself to level up for the next level. Actually, it's on 3949 power, so next level will get up 780 more power. Like you see, the Woodpatch Fairy is already a higher level, got 1 star more, that's the level you see. And it's already done on the max capacity level. There are 3 kinds of minions, the ancient ones, the blue ones that are the lowest tier. Then you got the yellow or golden tier with archaic, and the primal, the red ones. You can see it's only 4 stars, but all equal to the much higher starred Jade Pixie or the Molten Core was also more stars, so the primal and arachnic, archaic minions have the ability to reach a much higher or equal power with lower level. Like you can see here, just 100 for the next one and giving 792. And the equal Jade Pixie needs 400. What's the fourth? What's 4 times as much as the Molten Core, so the Uprising Serpent just needs 20 of itself, but they also just drop pretty rare. Like I have 17 now, saving up from Apex. Where you get Apex is also on the Fragrance Garden or George's Paradise. You just get this done, and if you're done in the storage, you have the packs from the seeds and animals you raised. So it's also a good way to level your homestead. You get experience. Also getting experience for your homestead while either grow, make flowers or stuff of your mastery. The higher the level is, you get more experience. Like you see, level 9 stuff with 13,000 experience, and here just some level 6 stuff with 1,200 experience, much lower. If you also can contract stuff for free, like you put it in here to gain the experience, means you need just the energy, and the person who buys it or takes it have to pay the materials for it. So he brings the materials, you get the energy, and he pays for the energy and the contract. In the end you get the money or whatever you took. You don't get the full price you take in. So Perfect World just take like same on the auction house to have a fee. It also have a fee itself, so if you take it for 0 coins in, the other person also have to pay the normal fee of the item you make. So if you add one for 1 million, you see it here, you can collect the fees if some stuff already sold, and that's how you're going. And if someone buys the stuff, you get the experience of it. So if I sell it and wouldn't have been the max level, I would have gained even more experience. Like you see, my maximum level, and there's no more to gain up. If you reach the maximum experience of a lower level homestead, you always have to raise it up on the up button. So in the Elysian Arena you also can get some special rewards for reaching a different score. Like you see, my next score is 800, you can get Star Shot and avatar stuff, but also some materials for really higher scores, like Sigil of Elysium and Ring Breath Sigil, or Water Pack S, and the maximum score you can reach for rewards is 3000. So here you can see everyone with 1500 or above in the rankings. You can see the best players on your server. That's the way you farm the materials with your homestead. You also can use it to build up a nice homestead. You just check the menu and use construction. So you're up, you're standing in the homestead meanwhile, and you can go around. In the menu you can look for objects like residence, furniture, natures, the normal stuff you saw in the codex, and also functional buildings like the fragrance garden and the chopper's paradise are here. Resource buildings like the workshops and galleries. Produce buildings like heavenly creation and wonder market, and others for the entrance point of yourself, the visitor's entrance point, the Concordia and the Elysian Arena. Also you can do some landscape like raise or lower your territory. Like on the normal homestead everything is on 0 ground, so you need to raise mountains or get down to lakes. You can see here some underwater world with some mushroom trees, some mountain in between, just with a hole in it, some trees around, and that's how you build a homestead. Also a mountain area up here. You can raise the speed you move up here with the camera speed. So you see here next to the underwater world I got some willows around, some bridge, some island, some small stuff, and up here a rising mountain wall with an altar, some trees around, some statues. You can switch the stuff like moving it. If you don't like to move it on the point and want to go back, you just press escape. You can turn it like 180 degrees. If you put it back on 0 degrees it shows back to you, so you can put it in the degrees or just turn it by yourself. You can see other homestead stuff like trees, you can switch the same, or buildings, and you can build up a pretty nice homestead, like a highland garden. It sometimes takes a few to let the stuff spawn, so just don't over speed it and let your buildings and trees and whatever spawn. You can see here some highlands, some trees, some garden even. It's pretty nice. It took me a while to make all this stuff, but in the end I think it's pretty good. So just take your time, create your own world into the perfect world, and if you're done with it you can in between, before disconnecting, save it. Homestead that's saved. You can exit just without saving, or you can save and quit. You get back on your spawn point, and there you are, having your homestead. The next thing you have is also a capacity, like the max capacity is 1000 trees, plants, or whatever, or buildings, or stuff, statues, whatever. You have a capacity of 1000, and I used already 659, so I can build a little bit more. Residence or nature, like some more trees. Like I also made a bamboo wall, you can try to climb up to the highland garden, you don't even need a flyer. You also see the amount of trees you got. and trees you still have to use. So you can see I have a total of Sakura tree 1 and used 4, so I don't have any left. Like Jacaranda is the total of 28 and I still have 20 left, so I can build some more of these or whatever. It also takes a bit time to get a green light behind it, while it always shows red when you cross with other buildings and stuff. But if you're on a free area and it shows red, it's just a bit laggy, so you have to wait until it's up green. You see here, you can put it here, or just put it back. Also can get some flowers or fluffy or whatever. Like the black spider here. And if you move with a fire speed like I do, it's always a bit laggy. You get problems. So just put it down, put the speed back, and then you can go for more details. So the circulation is always clockwise, so rotate. So just put 90 to turn it to the right. Or if you want to turn it to the left, you have to go for 270. So it looks toward the lake. And that's how to build up a homestead and farm stuff and have fun with it. Just save and quit. And you see the statues there. So have fun forming your grade 17 weapons with Homestead or the mats you can't get in UPD, and enjoy building your own world. Exiting your Homestead is over the exit button. So you're back into the real world, you're back into a safe zone, so you don't have to worry anyone camping you. And that's the basic stuff about Homestead. So if you enjoyed, look you up for more videos for prepared world class, more tutorials and guides. Hope to see you.